Some heavy rains around, and then more heavy rains in some other areas today.
Yeah, absolutely, Austin. So not everyone sees rain, but I will say probably close to 60 or 70% of us end up seeing rain.
Okay.
And then a small portion of that, maybe 5-10% of us could see a little bit too much rain, some ponding, some localized flooding, especially in spots that saw rain through the day yesterday. And if you live closer to low-lying areas near lakes, rivers, streams, etc., those would really be the spots to keep a close eye on. Right now, mainly just light to moderate showers from the Knoxville area up to Caryville, down into Cumberland County, Bledsoe, Ray County, and then also up into the Smokies of Monroe and Blount County as of right now. Really, that's where some of the steadiest of it is. Loud in Monroe County, just north of the Madisonville area right now, and then also in Cumberland County, seeing at least some steady light rain in the Fairfield Glade area. The golfers took some cover there. Through much of the morning, some light rain, maybe a clap or two of thunder through about lunchtime or so, but probably about 80 to 90% of us are on the drier side, especially from the very heavy downpours. Once we get past lunchtime, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, this is 4 o'clock, especially along and north of the I-40 corridor and across the plateau, southeast Kentucky, that looks to be the better opportunity for some of the heavier downpours. And really by about 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, that's where we could see some stronger storms, but really flooding going to be the primary concern. Notice how slowly they move through the afternoon, and these could contain very, very heavy rainfall, 7 through 11. And just after midnight, we should really start to see those dwindle. Level 2, medium risk out of 4 for flash flooding, really very similar risk to yesterday. Severe risk, a little bit lower. It's really just right up against the foothills and eastward into the Carolinas, southward into Georgia. Level 1 risk for severe weather, some 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts definitely look possible in some storms. That's not considered severe. Severe is anything 58 and above. Temperature-wise out the door Monday, exactly the same as what we've been the last several mornings, about 70, 71. Notice rain chances do taper off. Doesn't mean our threat's completely over overnight. If you have 1 or 2 storms across the area and it's your house, that doesn't matter. It could lead to at least some additional flooding, but coverage-wise, looks pretty minimal out the door for your Monday. Maybe a third of us or so seeing it, closer to half of us through the afternoon tomorrow as temperatures hover in the low to mid 80s for a lot of us because of the rain and clouds around. Kind of a conditional risk for flash flooding tomorrow. It's really in those spots that see additional rain today, saw rain yesterday, a level 1 low end risk for some additional flash flooding. So low pressure system on top of us today, still mainly on top of us tomorrow, just drifting off towards the south. That counterclockwise rotation gives plenty of lift with how much moisture we have, so fairly widespread or at least scattered activity tomorrow. Isolated to spotty on Tuesday, mainly along and south of the I-40 corridor. By the time we get into Tuesday and especially Wednesday, notice what happens. Even starting to see some clouds really start to clear as we head through the day Wednesday. So Wednesday, I'm optimistic most of us are on the drier side. Thursday into Friday, we're mainly dry as well, but that just means temperatures start going back up. In fact, maybe a couple degrees above average in the low 90s, Austin.
Theo, thank you. Still